Hello, hello. I almost didn't stream today. I had originally planned to stream like a lot today, and then I did not get a great sleep last night. And I don't know, I just been feeling off all day, but I decided I wanted to do some more of the story stuff, so might as well stream. So that's why we're here. I'm trying to get to where we need to go here to do the next part. Or actually, we're doing job quest stuff right now, actually. I started doing it yesterday, but after like about an hour, not even an hour of stream, I just was not feeling it, so canceled stream. So we're gonna do the job quest to get caught up on that, and then we'll continue on with the MSQ. That is the plan for today. Let's see how this goes. Baked? What do you mean baked? Oh, potatoes? What Sephiroth said? Just click on my neck. Trying to figure out what you're talking about. Yeah, that makes sense. Baked potatoes. Just all the potatoes. We are here. Oh, earlier today, I was playing Final Fantasy 14 throughout the day today. We had problems with the servers, got disconnected twice, and then had problems getting back in. And then when I finally was able to click on my character to go back in, there was like these big queues, like, well, big as in bigger than I usually see. It was like 100, 200 in the queue, because everybody must have got kicked off. But I was working on like featured quests, like all those things that like the quests that open up different things. And I have a few different quests that I'm supposed to do, like extremes. I got into one. Those things are no joke, even like the older ones. I went into the one, I think his name is Rama or something, the big grandfather looking dude with the big long beard, and on the extreme. We took many, many tries to do it, but we finally got it down. It's actually not that bad once you, at least healer wise, or even like DPS wise. From the sounds of it, it was it hindered on the tanks doing what they needed to do. Because other than that, it was just, well, that, and they said, okay, people with, I can't remember what ability it was. Like, it was this thing that, like, this debuff that went on you that basically paralyzes you. And to get out of it, you need to be hit with the electricity. So there's like, everybody who gets that go here, and they put a spot down. And most people weren't going there. I was, but half the time I got there, people weren't bringing the lightning over to me, so I wasn't getting hit by it. And then I'd get mind controlled and then walk towards the boss and go into an AoE that one-shot you. It was awesome. There's nothing I could do. I was doing what I was supposed to do, but whatever. Okay. Now that we have all arrived, we can enter the library and begin our search for this forbidden tome. You have strayed far from the safety of your cities, foolish mortals. Whatever could you be planning? Again? Always he arrives at the worst possible moment. He needs a better weapon. This looks... She's more powerful than this. Just no coincidence, I fear, and this time he leaves not to chance.
Hello!
Hello, Sephiroth. It was amusing at first to watch you stumble like clumsy children. But to insist but too insistent is your dabbling. Sorry, not babbling, dabbling. Those who will not dance upon
Potatoes.
our palm
Boil 'em, mash 'em, stick 'em in a stew.
shall be crushed within our fist. I cannot. As usual, I cannot read. No more shall we endure your blinding effluence. There can be no rival to the encroaching darkness. You have earned the ire of La Habre's most loyal servants. Did you imagine the battle ended with our master's defeat? Stand now, bringer of light, and suffer the pain of our retribution. Would it not be wiser to retreat and seek the tome another day? They mean to afford us no such opportunity, my dear captain. Either we stand and fight or we die. What am I supposed to do with this? I'm like looking at the way because it does do damage, but I'm trying to like save my people over there. Hello, hello. Welcome on in, everybody. Thanks for the raid. Hello. What were you doing in Final Fantasy today? I'm getting caught up on my job quests, and then we're going to continue on with MSQ. I think I need to take this out. Just gearing up really raids the newest Monster Hunter trial. Nice. Have you done anything with the Fall Guys collaboration thing? I tried it the other day. But those arrow mechanics, I was having major problems with. I couldn't get past the first round. How? We were raised unto greatness by La Habrea himself. I'm still offering to teach you or do it for you. I did some Fall Guys on my Lala last week. Small doses is okay. Yeah, I did it for enough. I got enough points or whatever that currency is for the Fall Guys thing, and I got the hoodie. I will go back. I meant to, I need to go back. I'm gonna go back because I want the full outfit, and I want the bean pet or minion or whatever. But I was getting so frustrated the other day with the arrows. Good source of gunmetal black dye. Don't forget the oh, and the emote too. Yeah. Yeah, there's a few different things, but it's gonna take me a while to get through it. When does the event go away? I can't remember. Is it like the whole month or something? Like most of the month, I think. A couple weeks? Can't remember. Let me see. Ends on the 27th. So I still got like a couple weeks or so. I gotta get in there and do it. Just like grind it out, get the stuff I want. And maybe it'll like click in my head how the arrows work. I think I figured out the one arrow. The one with the hand. But the other arrow thing, I still don't understand. I lucked out a couple times and actually got past it, but only a couple times. Like, I don't know. Like, Sephiroth was trying to explain it to me and I still didn't. I couldn't understand. I think I figured out the hand one. It was just the other one. You defeated my master, bringer of light. Mayhap it is meet that your strength was beyond us, but the day will come. You'll not escape us this time, this Asian. Now, Toffee, unleash your power. Wow. I'm apparently an Asian Slayer now. It is done. The Paragon is no more. I have a feeling he's going to come back. That was too easy. A most impressive spell, Toffee, but when did you learn how to cast it? Did we not first require the library's tome? No, she's laughing over there. Ahaha, my apologies, Captain, but in order to deceive one's enemies, 'tis best to begin with one's friends. There was never any such book. All that Toffee truly required was the catalyst of battle to focus her energies. I knew that once the Asian observed us traveling towards this library, he would assume we sought some long-buried wisdom. He could not risk leaving Toffee free to gain even greater power. And so this entire journey was a feint, a trap to lure him into the wilds. Well, you certainly had me fooled. Reminded me never to cross wits with you, Hydra. Together we have achieved something of which few people can boast. The defeat of an assassin. Never could I have accomplished this deed alone. Thanks to your actions, Tristan's case can also be put to rest. Long have I been haunted by the horrors of that Ifrit mission, but at least I feel a measure of peace. I will return to Ul'dah and have a gravestone for Tristan laid beside his brothers. We may not have his bones, but it will be a place where the survivors from his unit can pay respects to the man he once was. I bid you farewell, my friends. May we meet again under happier circumstances. I too would extend to you my gratitude, Toffee. In addition to untold slaughter, you have prevented summoning's tragic history from repeating itself in a new age. We must take greater precautions against this ancient art falling into the wrong hands. I will work alongside my colleagues in the Suns and be sure that the spread of summoning is closely monitored. If only we could uncover a lasting solution in the primal predicament. There must be a way to break this self-perpetuating cycle of meeting force with force. As for myself, I shall continue my research into primals and summoning and offer the Scions whatever support I am able. I am certain our paths shall cross again, Toffee. Okay, so I got the Caller's Attire and Astral Flow. Channel the energies of your active trance to perform one of several actions. Okay, let's see what's in this coffer. This concludes the Summoner Quest for Final Fantasy XIV Heavensward. In order to undertake the next series of quests, you must first meet the following requirements. You must have completed the main scenario quest, The Far Edge of Fate. Once you have done so, the next Summoner Quest will be available from Team Okay. So what's in here? Oh, you do get like a full thing of gear? Look at that. Ooh! That's, oh, there's that horn again. But at least this, I don't know, this horn looks prettier. The other horn was, ugh. But actually, I really like this outfit. Oh my god, I have little wings! I have little wings! I really like this outfit. I'm really surprised it's like white in color because it's always been like dark colors for the summoner. I like it. I like it a lot. Okay. Now we have to do the scholar quests.
Job's done.
Job done. Okay. So we need to go to here. And we'll do the scholar quests and get all caught up there, and then we can move on with the MSQ, because it sounds like we need to finish the MSQ stuff anyway to be able to get the next quests for jobs. And when I was doing that extreme, which one was it called? It was like the striking tree, I think it was, I did earlier today. I think that's what it was. Yeah, the striking tree with Ramu. I did that one on extreme earlier today. It was fun, but we wiped a lot. At least there was somebody like really nice in there that was like explaining everything. This one. Okay, let's get this done. Okay, this one's gonna give me emergency tactics. Transform the next. Wait, how did I get into Ramu Extreme? Well, I opened up the quest earlier. Oh, well, there was people in there. I queued for it. I mean, the queue. I queued for, there was like 4 trials that I have quests for, or a bunch of them were extremes, and then there was one that was just like a normal one. I just queued up for them all, and that was the one that popped. It took a while. Yeah, it was on extreme. It it took a while. I think there was at one point I had queued up for, like, I only had one of the quests, and I queued up for that one. I was on the queue for like an hour or something. And then I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna open up all these, because I knew I had a bunch of them that I had to go talk to people that I knew was gonna unlock trials and stuff like that. So I went and unlocked them all, and then I queued up for all of them, and there was like 4 or 5 of them. And the one that ended up popping after about half an hour or so was Rama or Ramu. They take a party finder for them mostly for Wondrous Tales. Yeah. Like I said, it like the first attempt that we went in there, I think lasted maybe 30 seconds, if that. Like, it was it was like we died pretty quickly. But then there was somebody in there that was explaining how the fight worked, and it took probably half a dozen or more, probably more, definitely more, tries to get it down. But we did, and there was a lot of deaths. I was constantly having to res people, especially tanks, because apparently, from what the person was explaining, 80% of the fight is the tanks have to, like, know what they're doing. They have to, like, taunt back and forth and collect balls and stuff. But yeah, it was fun though. And I liked it, the fact that nobody was throwing a fit, nobody left. There was somebody in there that was super nice and explaining things and wasn't being mean about it, and they're being super nice about it. It was a nice experience. Even if we wiped a bunch of things. How goes the training, friends? As Toffee, comrade in arms, it is clear that her prowess with the scholarly arts has increased immeasurably thanks to Sergeant Olga's advice. Alas, the same cannot be said for me. I had already thought myself a master of Nimian techniques, frankly, based on what I had gleaned from the tablets we uncovered, but the sergeant's training has robbed me of that notion. I am still a novice. Until Sergeant Tolga says I'm worthy, I wish to continue training. Your ambition does you well, Alka Zulka. Stay true to this path and you will become as fine a marine as ever marched under our banner. Well, I suppose I have no choice but to ask you to do the work of 2, Toffee. I have tried every method known to me to find our missing void scent, but without success. It seems Nimian magics will not suffice. That comes as little surprise. This void scent was in Mock's thrall, and likely chosen for its abilities to circumvent Nimian wards. Yes, which is why I hoped your academics have answers I do not. Have you any writings on void scent? I believe the Thaumaturge Guild in Ul'dah has a collection dating back centuries, including some authored by their Beladinian forefathers. Beladinian, not Machi? Perhaps they were the heirs to the Void Mage legacy. In any case, this Ul'dah seems worth a visit. Will you go in my stead, Toffee? I suggest you seek out Yaki. She is an old friend whose love of ancient tomes rivals mine own. I wish I could see her in person, but I must continue my training, as well as look after the new recruits. 1, 2, 3. To victory, Toffee, come hells or high water. Okay, so you have to go to the... And we're going to the... Wait. Where's the thaumaturge? Okay, there is a thing like that. Thaumaturge's guild. Oh no, that is the person you talk to. Okay. Ah, Toffee, is today the day you delve into the 180 volumes of fundamental thaumaturgical principle? No? Alkazolka? That is not a name I expected to hear, but I am glad my fellow book lover is well. I have indeed read of void scent able to perfectly conceal their form. There was a tome on the subject, Unseen was the title, penned in the 5th astral era. Unfortunately, it is no longer part of our collection. A member of the guild borrowed it for his research expedition, a project which was to last some few moons. However, that was 5 years ago, and he has not been heard from since. A pity. He proposed the most fascinating theories on void scent and traveled to the western highlands of Porthos to put them to the proof. Alas, that area was rendered inhospitable by the calamity. There is a chance, of course, that the man is alive and the book is unharmed. We trace his journey as far as the Falcon's Nest. Mayhap someone there can point you towards where he ventured next. This. Aw, thanks, Sephiroth. I saw your little guild message. Okay. Going over here. How now, adventurer? On the trail of a researcher who visited 5 years ago? This is not much to go on. The garrison was still stationed here in those days. Subani is in charge of organizing the records. If any here know of your researcher, it will be her. I got flying in this area. I only had like a couple quests to do in this area, and I got all the ether currents. Is it down here? So I got one zone down. Bunch more to go. Well, actually, the last zone you get them as you finish the quest. So there's 2 zones I can fly in for Heavensward. Oh, hello. How might I help you? A man researching void scent? Yes. Yes, yes, where was it he was mentioned? Ah, that's right. He stayed here for a time before taking the North Star downriver, which was one among many sunk by that fearsome primal's rampage during the calamity. The lucky few who made it to the shore were then eaten by Vilekin. Well, the boat ran aground and hasn't moved since the river froze over. You may wish to search the wreck yourself, though do be careful of the local wildlife. At least we can fly. I'm way over there. Thank God I can fly. Okay. Ooh, we got our pumpkin one. We can throw candy on the way. Yeah, well, in I haven't opened it all, but I can in this area. I need to get off my butt into the other zones. There's always so much to do between all the stuff that I do with this game and World of Warcraft and working and life and there's just not enough time to get everything done. Okay. This is where we need to be. Oh, there it is. Oh, and I got some more greens. Some more greens today. Oh, right. I forgot I'm in healing spec. Okay, got what we needed. Now we can go back. I think I haven't checked in the other zones, but I think a lot of the other, like I know I picked up a few of the Aether Currents that are in the world, and I think a lot of what I have to do are quests. And if that first zone is any indication, I'm guessing at least one of the quests is a dungeon, how to do a dungeon. Have you found anything to aid our cause? I found the Void Scholar's effects. Their clothes and stuff. These things have all seen better days, but here is the book, and the writing is still legible. It will take time and patience, but I am hopeful its secrets will allow us to snare our invisible void scent. Do mine ears deceive me, or did you track down a book? Splendid, Toffee. As for me, I would like to think I've improved by leaps and bounds thanks to Sergeant Tolga. The recruits are coming along nicely as well. I was gone for like 5 minutes. With a bit more training, every individual in our unit will be able and ready to face our void scent foe in battle. Very good. Then let us all attend to our tasks. The day of reckoning will be upon us soon enough. Hey. I still don't understand what this emergency attack does. Transform the next galvanized and catalyzed statuses into HP recovery equaling the amount of damage reduction. Oh, okay. So when I put, like, say this puts, okay, wait. This puts galvanized on somebody. So I use this, and then whatever the shield is worth, if I use this button, I think it gives them HP back. I think that's how it works. Okay. I have to organize my buttons better. Okay, level 60 quest. I have it, Toffee. The means to track our invisible void scent. The time has come to discuss our attack. Aha! I've been waiting for this day. What's the plan, Cerrito Corrito? First, we will need to track our quarry. I believe it's been feeding upon the ether of local creatures to regain its strength. The way in which it feeds leaves behind unique ethereal traces. As breadcrumbs mark the path of a hungry child, this trail will lead us straight to the void scent. How are we to detect these traces? With Lily's aid, she can sense where the void scent has left ether undevoured. We will begin our search where we unearth the amphora
Potatoes.
and follow where Lily
Boil
leads.
them, mash them, stick them in a stew.
Did you get your fries finally? Usually when you press that button, you're like, oh, I forgot to pick up my fries. Once she senses the void scent is near, she will force it to show itself. Lily will illuminate the area and her light will dispel the magics concealing it. Right, my dear? When you started streaming earlier, I was thinking of it, but no, I was busy today. With the void scent visible, we will attack with our own might. The Marines will charge and kill it before it causes more damage. This is it, Toffee, our chance to prove the might of our corps. Little one, the fate of the realm is in your hands. Are you ready? Then our course is clear. May our plan ensure the sickness never again claims a victim. To victory, come hells or high water. Okay, where are we going? Floating city of Nim. Guess we're gonna go here. I still have some chips as potatoes. You know what I always find funny is, okay, so there's potato chips, but then there's like vegetable chips or something. And I don't know, people seem to have it in their head that they're healthier because it says vegetable in the name. And I'm thinking, potato is vegetable and they're not healthy. And these veggie chips aren't any healthier because they are cooked or prepared pretty much the same way as a chip, like a potato chip. So I don't know, people see vegetable and they're like, oh, it's healthier. And I'm like, I don't think so. Don't think so. Through the ethereal traces remaining from devoured prey, your fairy senses the void scent is coming towards Zelma's run. Back that way. Guess what tomorrow is? Tomorrow is my birthday. Since it's I mentioned this before. I always find it weird calling Remembrance Day a holiday, but I guess it's a day we have off. A lot of stuff is closed tomorrow. Hello. So picked up a cake today. Hello, Kyle Wolf. Through the ethereal traces remaining from devoured prey, your fairy senses the void scent is moving towards Camp Bronze Lake. What is it, Toffee? But that way lies Camp Bronze Lake. What purpose could it have there? The healing waters? No, I suppose it is home to... Of course, the wounded Maelstrom soldiers. It means to spread the sickness anew through them. We must stop it. Quickly, to the camp. Okay, down that way. In this area, I'm looking for a shiny thing. Oh, over here. God damn it, this place is bloody crowded. If we don't find the void scent quickly, there's to be a lot more tomberries. But how do we draw it out into the open if we can't see it? Get the soldiers to evacuate. Toffee, find the void scent with Lily's light. One here. Wait, did I miss something over there? Oh, I need to click the green ones? Okay, I clicked the green ones. Not the purple ones. Click the green ones. I'll just ignore that one. Here. One more green. Going. Where you going there, buddy? Oh crap, I hate this quest. My ult failed it like 3 times because I don't know, I wasn't paying attention to something. Okay. Must pay attention. At long last. Why are they they're in their underwears? Wow! Monster! For Limsa, for the Tomberries, for the glory. Attack! To victory, come hell or high water! guy here. Alcazolka. Failed. Wait, what happened? Okay. It might be this quest, apparently. Okay, we're gonna do it on normal again. I don't know. Let me see what it says here. What is that queer light? Is that it? Quick after it. I'm trying to infect this. We must avoid it at all costs. I'm just looking at the things that Captain Alcazolka said to give me some ideas on what I missed. Okay, I think I missed some ads or something. Okay, we did this already. Go around here again and look for the green thingies. Okay. Oh, there's the other green one over there. Okay, so part of what I was reading before was this part, or running after it. Usually, like, the NPCs for these quests give you hints on what you're supposed to be doing, but I'm thinking it must be the ads that I need to get down faster. I just didn't notice the ads half the time. Okay, we went through this, right? They're in their underwear, they run away, screaming, ah! And we're gonna go attack for the tonberries. Come high, hell or high water. Okay. Try this again. Okay, I've got to pay attention and look at the ads and see if that's it. And try to stay away from people when I get circle on me. You know what I wish is if there's things that you need to keep alive, like NPCs you need to keep alive in these quests, I wish it would put us into a group. We can see what the hell's going on with them. Because I think I'm noticing that there's a debuff thing going on them. So I'm cleansing it, and I'm hoping that's what I was missing last time. Because it seems to be going better this time. He's on his head. There we go. I think that must have been it. I had to cleanse them because the ads were putting a debuff. Is it? Get back! It's trying to infect us. No! Now, Toffee! Aha! We are victorious! The big guy's dances and stuff are hilarious. Yes, when I think on the horror it visited upon my people, But now no one else will share our fate. My thanks to you and Alkazolka both. You've got my gratitude as well. Good to see proper Royal Marines at it again. Oh, crying. Indeed it is. Today the torch is passed to you. May the Royal Marines evermore defend the people. Yeah, I think so. I think they're Lalafels that got infected and, whoa, turned into these Tonberries. Bloody Tonberry eyes, always running with, who am I kidding? You did a fine job indeed. But don't you dare think of easing up on your training on account of one victory. If you sully the name of my beloved Marines, I'll flay your skin off your back. Okay. A little aggressive. Ain't common feeling that safe in a battle. I reckon those Demians knew what they were doing with them scholars and fairies. I'll have your back too if ever you need it. Imagine, Toffee, defeating a void scent over 1500 years old. When we first met, I didn't dare think we'd achieve such things together. The threat is gone, and the Royal Marines are born anew. Not a bad day's work, I dare say. But we are far from finished. I do not know what threats the future holds, but they will not find us unprepared. Not as long as I have aught to say about it. To victory, my friend, come hells or high water. An honor fighting beside you, madam. If you ever have need of us, you need only ask. I have gathered the voice sense remains. With careful research, they should yield the secrets I need to heal my people. I am not so naive as to believe the answers will come quickly, yet the cure shall be ours one day. For now, my people, will labor so that we may walk with yours towards a brighter dawn. I would see a future where we are part of the realm, not shunned by it. Thank you, my friend. You really chose most wisely in you. Allow me to pass on to you one of Nim's mightiest abilities, dissipation. It kick me out! I have to do that again. I'm pretty sure I don't. I just need to talk to the last person, I think. Hopefully. And I'm probably gonna have to like close the thing down and go back in. That's what it did earlier today. It's the third time today this has happened to me. Yeah. Yep. Okay. It's gonna take a few tries, I think, to get back in. Because last time this happened, I had to sign back in, and then it said that I was still in the game, and I had to wait a few minutes, so... Oops. It always takes me a couple tries to put my password in. There we go. Overnight tonight, they're doing maintenance, so whatever the issue is today, and I guess yesterday they're having the same problem. Hopefully it gets fixed. I like how this screen changes depending on which expansion you're doing. Oh, no, it's letting me in. No, it is not. Okay, need to wait a few minutes. Well, I will be right back. I'm going to give it a few minutes. I'm going to take a quick stretch break and a bio break, and I'll be right back. Okay, let's see if it'll let me back in. Okay, oh my god. Players in queue, 726. See how long this takes. Earlier today, when this happened, the queue was only like 100, like maybe 200 max. It only took a couple minutes to get in. So let's see what 726 is. Oh, down to 630. So, like I mentioned earlier, tomorrow's my birthday. I don't think I'm going to do anything special I'm going to stream tomorrow. I don't know when I'll start streaming. I'll definitely, if I don't do it during the day, it'll be in the evening. I don't think I'm going to do anything special. I'll probably just do Final Fantasy stuffs. I have tomorrow off as well. And then I go back to work on Wednesday. Ooh. 535. Last year for my birthday, I did like I think it was a 12-hour stream. I streamed pretty much all day. And it went a lot better than I thought. I'm not sure I'm up to streaming for 12 hours tomorrow. So it'll just be a nothing special stream. Oh, it's gonna take a little bit to get back in. So, we're gonna finish up this quest. We're like right there. I just need to finish talking to that guy, I think. And then I'd be done. And then we'll go on back to the MSQ. I'm looking at what's coming up. I wanted to see if there's any, like, dungeons or anything. In 3.1, there doesn't seem to be any dungeons or trials. It's just a bunch of quests. Doesn't look like there's a dungeon again until 3.2. I'm not seeing what exact, like I'm not purposely looking to see what happens in each of the different patch things, but I just wanted to see if there was dungeons or anything. It doesn't look like it. Your screen was stuck on an ad. I hate when that happens. I'm just trying to get back in the game. Nothing too exciting. You haven't missed anything since we DC'd. Wow, it went down to 252. We're almost in. 159. We're under 200. So there's something that I've been thinking about doing next month, but I always have like these high hopes for different games. Like I want to play these games, and then I always end up going back to MMOs. I have to just realize MMOs are just me. I have such problems playing other games for long periods of time that are not MMOs. So, I don't know. I keep on going back and forth whether I want to do what I've been thinking for next month or not. I'm probably will be not. We'll see. I change my mind a lot, so we'll see. Okay, let's see. Let's try this again. I have gathered the void sense remains. With careful research, they should yield the secrets I need to heal my people. These DDoSs are... Is that what's happening? Because this is like the third time today that I got PC'd. It's happened numerous times, although not recently, but regularly in the past, WoW would get DDoSed. It was usually around like an expansion or like a major patch, but it hasn't happened in a long time. I have gathered the first time for me today, but I was busy today. Yeah. Third time for me today because I've been off and on the game all day. I have gathered the voice sense remains. With careful research, we should yield the secrets I have to heal my people. I am not so naive to believe the answers will come quickly, yet the cure shall be ours one day. For now, my people will labor so that we may walk with yours towards a brighter dawn. I would see a future where we are part of the realm, not shunned by it. Thank you, my friend. Lily has chosen most wisely. Allow me to pass on to you one of Nim's mightiest abilities, Dissipation. It is a secret spell meant for use only by those scholars who have earned the full trust of their fairy companions. Use it with care. Now I must return to my people and you to yours. Fare you well, and may your efforts... Sorry, I had to sneeze. Fare you well, and may our efforts make tomorrow a brighter day. I only just got on, but game will go down tonight for maintenance for patch 7. Yeah, I noticed there was maintenance overnight. I like that the maintenance happens in this game while I'm sleeping. In World of Warcraft, it happens during the day. Like, luckily, it's usually on Tuesdays. And I'm working anyway. But I like it when it happens while I'm sleeping. Because then who cares? I'm sleeping anyway. Okay. I think before an expansion, Final Fantasy XIV is down a whole day. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, the similar thing happens with World of Warcraft. They do, like, with big patches, like, I think this past week? I think it was this last week, their maintenance went from, well, my time, which is Atlantic time, which is an hour ahead of Eastern time, it was, I believe it was 10 or 11 o'clock. I think it went down in the morning, and then it didn't come up until 7 o'clock at night. But there's been times where they've done that, and then they've had to extend the time it's down because they think things didn't work out as they hoped. Okay, so this concludes the Scholar Quest for Final Fantasy XIV Heavensward. In order to undertake the next series of quests, you must first meet the following requirements. You must have completed the main scenario quest, The Far Edge of Fate. Once you have done so, the next Scholar Quest will be available from Alcazilka. Okay, so it gave me a new spell. Let's see it here. Oh wait, is this? Yeah, Dissipation. Orders your fairy away while granting you a full Aether Flow stat. Also increases healing magic potency by 20%. Current fairy will return once the effect expires. Okay. So the fairy goes away, but your healing is increased by 20%. Okay. I need to reorder things. I know I've said this before. My buttons are a mess. Okay, let's see what the gear for Scholar looks like. It's like it's reversed. Now the Scholar is dark colors with a top hat. Or yeah, it's nice. I like the other outfit better. I like the summoner outfit better. Although the hat is super cool. It reminds me of shoot, what is it called? That aesthetic that has mechanical parts to it. I can't think of what it is. My mind is on blank. I like this outfit. I still like the other one better. Okay, we are all caught up on our... I don't know. I think these outfits should be reversed. I think this should be the Scholar outfit, and the other one should be the Summoner one. That Angel Wings make more sense to me on a healer. But whatever. Okay, back to the main story. I want to check something first. So, yeah. So I have to finish up to the end of 3.56, which is, that quest is called The Far Edge of Fate. And then I can take the next quests for job quests. Back to Ishgard. I think I have to go to Portant Manor. Last vigil. I need to go to the last vigil. Okay, Alphino, what do you got for me? Ooh, we got food. Hot chocolate, creme brulee, almond cream croissant, urchin loaf. That sounds gross. These ones though sound really yummy. Fortuitous timing, as always, Toffee. Totoro was about to brief me on the search for our missing comrades. If you would be so kind, then. Absolutely. You'll be pleased to hear that Raoul and his men have been making excellent progress. You remember how Lamin, I'm butchering her name, I know it, helped me to escape the Crystal Braves in Limsa Laminsa, only to then disappear? Well, according to Raoul, she crept aboard a ship bound for Razatan, where she's been hiding ever since. He assures me that it won't be long before we're reunited. As for Yida and Papalumo, the remains of their link pearls have been found in the Pearl Lane of all places. Royal thinks they must have disposed of them after escaping from the Royal Promenade. Yes, that would make sense. They could not risk being eavesdropped upon by our betrayers. We're all but certain they fled the city shortly after, though we still don't have a clue where they went. I see. And what of Thancred and Minfilia? I'm afraid I have nothing new to share about those two, but it's not all doom and gloom. The good news is we've enlisted the services of a Charlayan scholar, one of the students of Baldessian, to aid in the search, who should be arriving any day now. One of the students, you say? I should very much like to meet this scholar, if time permits. But first we must attend to a more pressing matter. Sir Emmerich has summoned the two of us for a private audience. The messenger did not specify that what he wished to discuss, only that it was urgent. Assuming you have no objections, Toffee, I suggest we proceed to the congregation forthwith. And mayhap we can meet with the scholar afterwards. Agreed? In that case, I think I'll return to the Forgotten Knight for now. Things are liable to fall apart if I'm gone too long, you know. I find it amazing to me that this whole expansion, we weren't looking for our fellow scions. Like, we're at the end of the expansion, and even now, he's like, okay, there's more pressing matters. We have to go talk to Sir Emmerich. What? It just amazes me. Wait, I went to the wrong place. I'm like, wait a minute. Oh, we gotta go like next door. This is where we're meant to be.
Thank you for coming. I wish to speak with you both in a place where privacy was assured.
We quite understand. What was it that you wished to discuss?
With my father's passing, the seat of the Archbishop lies vacant. And so, in accordance with canon law, I have assumed his responsibilities. I should stress that this is a temporary measure. It was never intended that the Lord Commander of the Temple Knights serve in this capacity indefinitely. Quite the opposite. The statutes specify that I should surrender my powers as soon as a conclave of the senior clergy and the high houses have named a new archbishop. But in light of recent events, that would not seem appropriate.
I confess I did not expect you to divulge quite so much quite so soon. The details of the Archbishop's plans, perhaps, but the true origin of the war and all it entails?
I too had concerns. But when the Warrior of Light is witnessed returning to the capital upon the back of a dragon, one's options are rather limited.
That was pretty funny.
Mayhap I could have concealed certain details, but for how long? And at what risk? Should the truth have come to light in the meantime, how would the people have viewed my silence?
The whole, like, city hates dragons, and I come flying in on a giant dragon.
After 1,000 years of lies and secrecy, I could not well abuse their trust and hope to be believed. The time for deception has passed. I only wish the people agreed. That some would deny the truth I had anticipated, but not this many. And among the few who acknowledged that my father had to be stopped, no small number questioned our methods.
If they suspect a coup, it will not be long before some turn to violence.
It has already begun, and that on both sides. Men and women of the cloth are being harassed in the streets. Some have even been assaulted in the Broom. Hilda and her people have formed a watch to help us maintain order, but such measures will not prevent the unrest from spreading.
For all our talk of peace, the people remain frightened and confused. For their sake, we must bring the Dragonsong War to a definitive end.
And we should be glad to help you, Sir Emmerich. But what precisely would you have us do?
We wish to treat with the dragons of Annex Trine. To that end, I would trouble you for an escort and an introduction.
Annex Trine? You would speak with Vidofnir, then?
We must needs open a dialogue between our peoples. Acting as my representative, Lucia will extend an invitation to their leader, that she might visit us here in Ishgard. Were she still with us, I would of course have beseeched Isel's assistance in this matter. But as she is not, I must ask that you aid us in her stead. Will you do us this favor? Thank you, my friends. Lucia, I leave the rest to you.
In the wake of the Archbishop's fall, the nation of Ishgard trembled, the faith of her people shaken to its very core. For 1,000 years had they fought and died, certain of the justice of their cause, only to be told that their holy war was born of the sins of their forefathers. What then for those brave men and women, thus stripped of their righteousness but to despair, to deny the truth and decry its speakers? And what then for those whom they defamed but to hope on, to have faith in a brighter tomorrow? A tomorrow in which man and dragon might live together in harmony, then as distant as the very stars in the heavens. Yet while we dared to hope, deep within his lair the enemy lay, gathering his strength. Nidhogg, now possessed of his 2 eyes and the body of the Azure Dragoon, prizes to which he had laid claim at the very hour of the hero's triumph. As desperately as we sought the solace of peace, the great worm craved the misery of war. Nor was he alone in his misbegotten desire.
I know little of the lands these dragons call home. This annexed shrine, had you not agreed to escort me, the coming journey would seem a far more daunting prospect. I confess, I myself once shuddered at the thought of it, and even the longest journey begins with the first step, does it not? Ah, but ere we set forth, Toffee and I must needs inform our comrade of our plans. Very well, I shall see to my preparations. Then let us go and bid farewell to Totoro, Toffee. We can go say goodbye to Totoro once again. We always leave her behind. Ugh. So, what was the secret meeting all about? I'm all ears. A diplomatic mission to annex Shrine? You say, well, I suppose that does take precedence. But should your meeting with Vindofnir happen to end early, you might consider rendezvousing with Shistola in Kittleshire. She'll be there to receive our guest. Don't get me wrong, your meeting with the dragons is terribly important and everything, but this scholar just happens to be... Time permitting, as I said, we shall endeavor to join Yashola, but if we cannot, pray pass on our regards. Let us be off, Toffee. We have kept the first commander waiting long enough. I still don't understand why... I think we should be making a priority of getting our friends back. You know what I mean? Like... I understand there's other important things, but... Friends! You're ready then? Good. So am I. Okay. Go with some of the lights. The path is long but known to us. From Falcon's Nest, we shall cross the Western Highlands and make for Tailfeather in the Dravanian Forest. There we can stop to rest and replenish our supplies. Questions? If not, then let the stables await. Okay, Tailfeather. This zone I do not have. Where's Lucia? I always imagined the first time I set foot upon Dravanian soil would be at the head of an army, and here I am, ready to treat with the brothers and sisters of mine enemies. Full well do I know how difficult it can be to set aside the past. Though it was I who first proposed recruiting Ysael to our cause, I questioned the wisdom of my words almost as soon as I had uttered them, and for a long time after that. Here was a woman with the blood of innocence on her hands, men, women, and children, all slain in the name of the implacable Lady Iceheart. Yet she acknowledged her misdeeds and agreed to join us in common cause. At our side, she fought in service to the greater good, even unto her dying breath, and while that does not absolve her of her sins, I hope that one day she will be remembered not merely as a heretic, but as a misguided soul who dreamt of peace. You ask much, Master Alphino, yet who can say what might come to pass should our negotiations bear fruit? Yes, of course. We must press on to annex Shrine, if you will follow me. stairs. It's like it arrows going up. Oh, well, I guess, because Vidnofnir is upstairs. Let's get on our mount. It'll be easier to get up here. Thou art ever welcome here, friend of Yisrael. But this one I do not know. Pray forgive us this unannounced visit, Vidnofnir. May I present to you Lucia, first commander of the Temple Knights of Ishgard and our trusted friend. It is an honor to meet you, Vidnofnir. I am come as an envoy of Sir Amric, Lord Commander of the Temple Knights and acting leader of the Holy See. Indeed, you may speak, knight. For 1,000 years, man and dragon have been locked in an endless cycle of bloodshed and sorrow. To our shame, we long believed your kin to be the architects of this war, but now we know the truth, that King Thoradin and his knights 12 did willfully betray and murder the great worm Ratatoskr, shattering the peace between our peoples. For 1,000 years, our leaders conspired to conceal the truth, a truth which was at last laid bare by the Warrior of Light, the Azure Dragoon, and Ysael. Alas, a deception so intricately wrought cannot be undone in a moment, and our people labored to accept the truth. After an eternity of war, who would dare to dream that peace could at last be within our grasp? Yet dream we must, as Ysael once did, and we must make that dream a reality, as she could not. We humbly beseech you, I can never say his name right, Vidnofnir. Join hands with us in friendship once more, before the eyes of my people in Ishgard. A most unexpected invitation. I have heard your request, knight. However, I cannot yet give you mine answer. May I ask why? This matter concerneth my sire. He must needs be consulted. Moreover, the Nath grow bold, even as they did before, and I would not leave my people at the mercy of the swarm. Then we will wait. After 1,000 years at war, we shall not give up on peace for want of patience. Ha! Fear not, knight. Thou shalt have mine answer within thy lifetime. So soon? My humble thanks. I shall bear your words to my lord forthwith, until we meet again. So soon? I was expecting an answer within a couple days. And she's like, oh, you're gonna give it to me before I die? Cool. Given the circumstances, I would say that went rather well. To be frank, I am surprised our proposal was not rejected outright. Whether aught will come of it remains to be seen, however. Mayhap I should take this opportunity to speak with some of the other dragons. But you need not wait for me. The return journey holds no fears for me now. Well, if you have no further need of our services, we shall continue on to Charlayan. We hope to welcome a scholar who has agreed to aid us in the search for our missing comrades. Then I pray your journey is as swift and uneventful as ours was, and thank you again for sparing the time to assist us, even when such grave matters remain unresolved. I can think of no graver matter than 1,000 years' war, one which our friends gave their lives to see ended. Suffice it to say, I would willingly take 1,000 such journeys to ensure that their sacrifice was not in vain. Of that, I have no doubt, Master Alphino. I only hope the fates will not hold you to your word. Is Kryl. So, it would seem we have time to greet the scholar after all. How delightful. I shall be interested to hear how she means to go about finding Minfilia and Thankful. I can only assume she is privy to some new investigative technique. In any event, our first order of business is to rendezvous with Y'shtola in Idleshire. Idleshire, where the gobos are. Hit me to use a ticket. I eventually have to use these tickets. I just never know when to use them. Okay. Ah, Toffee, 'tis good to see you. I confess I had assumed your business in XIV would detain you longer. Did your meeting with Vidnofnir go well? As well as could be expected. She must discuss Sir Amric's proposal with Gracefelger, of course, but she seemed amenable to the suggestion. What of our Australian guest? Has she arrived yet? She has, but when I explained that you would be joining us, she asked if she might use the intervening time to explore. I agreed to meet her outside on the front bridge. We should be on our way. We're waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting. It's Kryl. I love the outfit she's in.
I'm terribly, terribly sorry to have kept you all waiting.
You need not apologize. We arrived but a moment ago ourselves.
You see Alphino's face, his mouth is hanging open like, oh my god, it's Kryl.
Pray, allow me to introduce Kryl, who has recently come from the Sharlayan motherland. She has generously offered to assist us.
Oh, please, think nothing of it. A trip to Eorzea was long overdue. You must be the Warrior of Light. Yes, you certainly do look the part. A pleasure to meet you at last, miss. And who is that I spy but young Alphino Levieux himself? I dare say someone's grown an ilm or two in my absence. Or are those lifts in your boots?
I think they're listing his boot. Have you seen his boot?
We, Miss Kryl and I met at the studium years ago. I shall forever be indebted to her for her sage guidance.
It was no small task keeping him out of trouble, believe you me. The youngest ever to enter the studium, him and his sister, 11-year-old prodigies. Suffice it to say, social graces were not among his list of talents. Striding up to his seniors on his first day, head held high. What was it he said again?
Thank you, Kryl.
I can just imagine what he
For
said.
what? I haven't finished yet. Would you care to attempt a more dexterous deflection?
Mayhap we should save this delightful conversation for a more fitting occasion, when pressing matters do not demand our undivided attention.
A bit much, but better. I can tell you have been putting your skills to use here in Eorzea. Henceforth, I trust you will dazzle me with your eloquence at the first time of asking. Right, on to more pressing matters. Finding Minfilia and the other missing scions.
I gather you have new information to share with us.
A new approach, actually. Tataru recounted the tale of your escape, and it gave me an idea. Simply put, assuming Thancred left some manner of trail when you whisked him away, as is almost always the case with teleportation magics, I am confident I can find and follow it.
Then what are you waiting for?
The wherewithal to do it. The fact is, my abilities aren't quite up to the task. Not in themselves, anyway. If I had Master Matoya's crystal eye, on the other hand...
Then let us all call on her forthwith. I think it best that you explain your plan to her in person.
Back to Master Matoya's lair, then. At least we're doing it in comfort in our chair. I'm trying to figure out when we should do, I think, what is it, the Hildebrand quest? That was supposed to be a really good quest, and I think, like, there's a bunch for each expansion. I'm wondering if we should just wait until we get to max level and then do them all together, or we should do them, like, a little bit at a time. I haven't decided. I just heard they're pretty good quests, so I do want to do them, probably on stream first. I don't know if we should do them all at once. You did say we are headed for a cave, did you not? Because I certainly don't see a cave nearby. Is Master Matoya meeting us on the way or something? I've heard many stories of Master Matoya, some quite flattering, others less so. Rest assured, they all are true. This way, and care where you tread.
Oh, is that trouble I smell? Or did you forget to wipe your boots on the way in?
Forgive us, Master Matoya. We will be sure to wipe them on the way out. And may I say how glad I am that age has not yet deprived you of your senses.
Ever so quick-witted, aren't we? To the detriment of your manners. Well, out with it then. What do you want?
Pray, allow me to introduce myself, Master Matoya. I am Kryl, of the students of Baldessian. I hope you will excuse our unannounced visit.
Baldessian, you say? Ah, yes. The old coot set up shop on the Isle of Val, didn't he?
Regrettably, our Order's headquarters and the Isle itself were obliterated by a magic of immense power. I have the blessing of light to thank for my own preservation.
Kryl, you too possess the Echo.
Well, yes, of course I do. Our Order is devoted to uncovering the mysteries of Hydaelyn and interpreting her will, particularly through the study of her gift to us. It was in the course of these studies that I met and subsequently befriended Minfilia. She and I have rather a lot in common.
I had no idea.
You weren't supposed to. Not that I wanted to deceive you, you understand, but precautions had to be taken.
Yes, yes, that's all well and good, but you still haven't told me why you're here.
The students of Baldessian are gone, and there is naught I can do to change that. But the signs of the Seventh Dawn can yet be restored, and my dear friend found. You have in your possession an ancient crystal of light, one you call your crystal eye. I believe I can use it to focus my abilities and locate one of the missing scions.
And there I was, thinking you might want to make use of my years of experience. Oh, wait here.
Long did I ponder the nature of this crystal and its familiar radiance. But never did I suspect it was a crystal of light.
Crystal ball. We see our future in
On
there.
the cusp of an umbral calamity, souls blessed with the power of the Echo invariably appear. To aid these, her chosen warriors, Hydaelyn bequeaths to each a slither of her strength in the form of a crystal of light. But as her strength wanes, so too does the potency of her gifts. This crystal, born of an earlier era, is infused with a power far greater than those of this age.
You could travel the length and breadth of the land and not find a crystal even a fraction as pure. Its value is beyond measure, as are the risks inherent in its use.
No two manifestations of the Echo are alike. I, for example, can converse with beings of every shape and size, excepting beasts, contrary to what others would have you believe. Language has nothing to do with it, of course. Rather, I am sensitive to the whispers of the soul, their intent, their very essence even, the traces of which serve to guide the elementals to Y'shtola. Far-fetched though it may sound, I believe that with your crystal eye, I may be able to pick up where they left off and follow the remaining trail to Thancred. That is, if I have your permission.
Well, the poor sod's not going to find himself. So, as long as you don't drop it or take it out of my sight, you may do with it what you will.
Thank you, Master Matoya. Then let us begin. From the Black Shroud, the trail continues to the north and west, towards a mountain, the foot of Som Al. It was a near thing, but he was not deposited within the rock, I think.
The hunters of Tailfeather know those lands well. I say we begin our search there.
Okay. Elevator. Were I to find myself in an unfamiliar wilderness, my first instinct would be to seek out signs of civilization. Ordinarily, perhaps, but in his wounded state, he may not have wished to risk contact with strangers of unknown allegiance. Yet even had Thancred chosen to remain in the forest, the hunters would surely have stumbled upon his trail. Tailfeather doesn't strike me as an isolated outpost, though. Merchants and traders pass through reasonably regularly, do they not? In which case, we'll need to provide a more detailed description when we question the locals. Fear not, Kryle, I have already prepared several sketches of Thancred for that very purpose. This is impressive. You drew him from memory? A skill I acquired some years ago for reasons I no longer remember. I propose we split into two pairs. Y'shtola and I will inquire about the outlying encampments, while Toffee and Kryle question the residents of Tailfeather. Afterwards, we shall regroup near Loth Asfath and share our findings. Assuming there are no objections, let us be about it. Question people around Tailfeather, I guess. My, he certainly has matured, hasn't he? Hard to imagine he was once a boy who practiced drawing for hours to impress young ladies. Anyway, we had best get started. Find me when you finish making your runes. Okay, let's go talk to some people. Oh, wait. First, it is ad break time. I will be right back and we'll talk to some people around Tailfeather. talk to some people. Searching for a friend of yours. Let's have a look then.
Potatoes. Boil 'em, mash 'em, stick 'em in a stew.
No, I ain't seen him around. Sorry. It is. Oh my god, there's a dragon in town! What's that you've got there? A sketch? Looking for my friend Thancred. Can't say that I know the face. You say he's something of a warrior? I heard a tale the other day about a Hyran vagabond who brought down a Bandersnatch by himself and with style. The way they tell it, he was dancing with the beast like it was the bell of the bleeding ball. Sound like your man? It could be Thancred. Hyran man who can. We're not exactly rare, you know. Could you be more specific? This guy. Thank you. Got some long nails there, buddy. I did spy this one bloke a while back. Didn't get a good look at his face, but it could have been him. This was beyond the forest, as I recall, along the river to the west of Tailfeather. I remember thinking he wasn't much of a hunter. The lad was making no effort to cover his tracks, see? That, and he was carrying an axe instead of a bow. Finished? In that case, I think we've learned everything we can. Let's see what the others have found. Where are we going? Oh, wait. I'm trying to figure out the best way to get to where we need to go. Can we get out this way? I don't think we can get out this way. To make this. This. I see the shiny. I see Cryo. My apologies for our late arrival. We thought it wise to question as many hunters as we could. Many have made camp in inaccessible locations, ideal for hunting game, but not so receiving visitors. Nevertheless, our time proved well spent. There has been countless sightings of an exceptionally capable hired man with whom no one is familiar. Though none chance to see his face, his height and build match Thancred's description, as does his fighting prowess. So, you have heard the same tales. Be that as it may, we yet want for conclusive proof. Mayhap this is unrelated, but I heard a curious tale regarding a bath trade. He came to Tailfeather in search of garments fit for a man of refinement, which seemed a rather curious description for one of his kind. You're implying that Thancred sent a bath to market in his stead? Why would he not go himself? Well, if you recall, you yourself emerged from the live stream as naked as your name day. It is a scene I shall never forget. Is it now? Well, I was pleased to see you. I mean, it was simple. It was a simple statement of fact. It stands to reason that Thancred found himself in the same predicament. In any case, if he had dealings with the bath, we should be able to tell. They should be able to tell us, no? Quite right, Kyle. Quite right. To the bath. Click on Elfin. Well, what are we waiting for? For all we know, Thancred could be waiting for us in Loth Asfath. We must go and see the Vath right away. Come along, everyone. Come along. At least we're close by. Taking a really weird route behind me. Click, click. Great hunters, we welcome you once more to Loth Asfath. What do you seek this day? We seek a man with whom we are told you may have had certain dealings. How curious, the hunters tire of godly sports and pursue mortal prey? No, he's not prey, but a friend long missing. Click, click. Good. He is a friend of the Vath as well, one with whom we have traded many times. Truly? You are quite certain it was this man? There is no doubt. Click, click. The fleshling clothed in skins came to us from Samal. Lost and weak, he offered meat and hides in trade. In exchange, we tended his wounds. He brought us much flesh, so skilled a hunter he was, much flesh. When he asked for garments, we were glad to provide them. And where is he now? Click, click, gone to Loth Asnath. Not long ago, when he heard the One Mind had summoned our god once more. Ravana is returned? Vindnof near did say that the Nath had grown as before, but what could Thancred hope to accomplish by himself? Honored Elder, we thank you for your help. Would that we could repay this kindness ere we depart, but we must hasten to our comrade's side. Go, great hunters, lest the Nath claim him as a sacrifice. the ride. Because we can't fly in this area. Okay, that's it. Tomorrow, when I'm playing off stream, I'm opening up all these areas. Oh, that's where we need to go. Oh. Now we're waiting. Short wait.
Who else could be? Thancred! It could be Thancred! We must hurry!
His voice so reminds me of like one of the characters in the movie versions of Harry Potter. I knew it wasn't gonna be him. I knew it wasn't gonna be Thancred. Forgot about these guys. Has the echo too. Everybody has the echo. Swear, everybody has it.
This day, we reclaim the reins of history. This day, we rid ourselves of the Ascians forever.
But aren't you working with the Ascians? I thought he was working with
Fools playing at heroes, all of you. You believe you can save your world.
We can and we will, Ascian. You shall see. Or perhaps you will not. So you are the warrior of light, the savior of Eorzea. It's a wonder you didn't come sooner, what with the primal and all. Lost a step, have we?
Have care. The ether moves strangely around him.
It would seem we share a common enemy. Mayhap you would tell us who you are.
Shall we show them?
Wait, Thancred. Thancred, Thancred! It's Thancred! It's Thancred! I like these fights. Okay, so they have like this crown thing on their forehead, but it makes them look like really bushy, black
Not very sporting of you to interrupt.
eyebrows.
But so be it. Mark well our faces, warrior of light. For we are the warriors of darkness. Walkers of a different path. And we shall meet again.
They look like bushy eyebrows. Rare.
Warriors of Darkness? Really?
Thancred! What happened to your eye, Thancred?
Thancred! Are you all right?
Pleasantries can wait. I'd rather not be here when the Nath arrive. Agreed?
You would think what's been up to.
Suffice it to say, our reunion was not at all as I pictured it. Waiting until the last instant to join the fray. 'Tis plain you have not lost your appetite for the dramatic.
My appetite for the dramatic? Have you forgotten the circumstances of our parting? The heroic last stand, the tunnel filling with light, and then... Had I known you intended to use forbidden magics to deliver me to some god's-forsaken wilderness, I would have thanked you in advance.
Thancred.
If nothing else, you might have warned me that I would emerge from the live stream in the Altogether.
The position of the squirrel tail.
Eventually, I managed to fashion knives from some obsidian I found, and set about hunting for meat and hides.
I love the position of the squirrel things. You can't see his own
Given that
parts.
I'm not all that skilled in leatherworking, it's probably for the best that I met the Vath before I was reunited with you.
So you were the fleshling clothed in skins of whom the storyteller spoke.
A description which fit me as ill as the skins themselves. Happily, I was able to trade with the Vath for garments better becoming a man of refinement. From them, I learned of Ravana, and of the great warrior who had once laid him low.
It was me. It's me.
And thence did you conclude that were you to track the Primal's movements, it would surely bring you into contact with the Scions once more?
It seemed a reasonable assumption. I could think of no one else with your enthusiasm for slaying beastmen gods. Until now, that is.
Ah, yes. The self-proclaimed warriors of darkness. 'Tis only fitting that they stand in opposition to the warrior of light, I suppose.
I glimpsed the leaders past, if only for a moment. They were confronting a man in black. An Ascian, I think.
If these warriors are capable of doing battle with Ascians and Primals both, they must be possessed of powerful protection. Protection not unlike the Echo.
Not UKFC. Click on Alphano. Blessed with the power of the Echo, and driven to put down primals, despite his declaration that they walk a different path, I struggle to see how their goals conflict with ours. Nor is that the only oddity. I find it passing strange that such exceptional individuals should have wholly escaped our notice until now. Surely they would have heard rumors and attempted to recruit them to our cause. I recall no such adventurers. I would not have forgotten their like, nor would any of us, I think. One of our primary duties was to scour the city-states for promising candidates, which is how I found Toffee. Ah, the memories. It seems like only yesterday that we slew our first primal. Speaking of which, I had the distinct impression that it was not the first time that band of merry men and women had killed a god. I labor to believe that a band of preternaturally gifted adventurers has been traveling the land, slaying primals without our knowledge, who would imply gross negligence on our part. Speculation will avail us not. There is far too much we do not know. For the present, we must needs concentrate on what we do know, namely, the Lord Ravna is no more. Vidnofnir must be informed. The news may render her more receptive to Sir Amric's invitation. Since you seem to have the affairs here in hand, I shall take my leave. Simply being in the vicinity of this colony is giving me a stinking headache. If you have need of me, I shall be with Master Matoya. I would beg her assistance with the search for Minfilia. Wait, Minfilia's missing? I thought she escaped with Toffee. I shall explain on the road. Much has happened in your absence. Teleported right here. Isn't that nice of them? Go talk to Vidnofnir. not thought to see thee again so soon, mortal. If thou seekest the night, know that she hath long since departed for Ishgard. My thanks, Vidnofnir, but it was not for her that we came. We bring good tidings for you and yours. Lord Ravna has been summoned by the Nath, who had been summoned by the Nath, has been laid low. Truly, once more you mortals have succeeded where mine own kind did fail. You have our deepest thanks. Would that we could take credit, the god fell by another's hand. Another? Revelation upon revelation. Regardless, it is cause for celebration. The Nath will have no choice but to withdraw. But to another matter, I have tidings for thee as well. Regarding the Ishgardians' invitation? As promised, I brought the matter to my sire. Hearken to his answer now. For 1,000 years have I mourned my beloved, who gave her life to forge a peace thy king betrayed. Such was my lot until a child of Ishgard came unto me. For want of warmth she wrapped herself in a dream, yet the world will remember her deeds. For truth she fought, for justice she sinned, for redemption she sacrificed and became as light. To follow one's heart, to have faith in one's convictions, be it for real or be it for woe. Such is the folly and the glory of man and of dragon. He hath entrusted the choice to us, and we have made it. We will keep faith with you. We will keep faith with you who walk in the light. Then you accept Sir Amric's invitation? Let it be known that I, Vidnofnir, shall journey unto Ishgard on behalf of my people. We are honored to receive your answer, and will convey your words to our allies without delay. So we're going back to Ishgard. It is happening, Ysael. Would that you were here to see it.
Even as the Scions celebrated the return of a long-lost friend, honorable men plotted to deprive them of another. Honorable men, to whom Sir Emeric was no hero, but a scheming patricide.
Uh-oh. No! Not Sir Emeric!
Honorable men who would fain wash the paving stones of foundation with the tyrant's blood.
He lives, right? He lives?
Honorable men whose knife in the dark was the spark which set the city aflame, and who sang as it burned.
Sir Emeric is a nice guy. Okay, I'm gonna go back to Ishgard and find out the fate of Sir Emeric. He better be alive, damn it. I don't remember him dying. Right, let us not keep Sir Emeric waiting. Are you quite well, thank you? Yes, quite well. Forgive me. You have given me rather a lot to digest. This whole affair with the Ishgardians and the Dravanians and our friends nowhere to be found. It would seem there is no end to our troubles. We can but face them head on, one at a time. For now we must apply ourselves to our allotted tasks and leave the others to others. Remember, Thancred, we found you as they found me. In time we will find Ida, Papalima, and Minfilia as well. These troubles will soon be but a memory, one which we will look back on together. Pray do not misunderstand. I do not mean to imply that it would be otherwise. I merely wish I had rejoined our grand adventure at one of its more triumphal moments. Despite your recent accomplishments, the mood here is less than celebratory. But I have no doubt that we will enjoy many more glorious victories soon enough, and you may rest assured that I will play my part in them to the very hilt. I know you will. So then, to the congregation. You have returned. In this, at least, the fates are kind. Greetings, First Commander. It pleases me to inform you that Binnofnir has accepted Sir Amric's invitation. She has? These are great tidings indeed. Oh, here comes the bad news. Would that the Lord Commander were to hear them. Ah, is he otherwise engaged? Aye, sleeping off a knife in the gut. What? What happened? Will he live? The Cherugians tell me he will make a full recovery, but he had Lord Edmont and Lord Artois not been on hand when the assassin struck, he would not have been so fortunate. For a mercy, they subdued the fiend before he could land the telling blow. The attack was just the beginning, though. Not long after, buildings all around the city, including several of ours, burst into flame. Bastards caught us completely by surprise. We've been dousing the fires, but for everyone we put out, it seems like 2 more start up. Casualties are mounting, especially in the room. 'Tis plain these fires were started by Sassian's conspirators. Until they have been rounded up, there will be no end to this. Will you help us find them? And let us be about it. Got like 2 more quests with 3.1. Against the dying of the light. That's from something. I can't think what it is. Primal accessories of slaying or I don't know which one I'm supposed to get. The flames are spreading. We must needs begin our investigation immediately. Witnesses must be found. Suspects must be identified. Have you been able to determine the precise locations where the fires were set? Mayhap there is a pattern. If there is, we have yet to discern it. Fires have been reported throughout the city in both the pillars and foundation. Indeed, given the size of the area affected, I think it best we divide our forces. Master Alphino and Mistress Stola, I would have you take charge of the investigation in the foundation. As you wish. Mayhap Totoro can be assistance as well. Meaning Toffee and me get the pillars. Oh, they'll like me up there. Only question is, will the grizzled old rogue strike in a pose over there be joining us? Thancred of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, may I say what a pleasure it is to meet you, too, my lady. I'll bet. The name's Hilda, a Scion, eh? And there I was thinking I'd found a fellow ruffian amongst all these illustrious personages. I will remain here to coordinate the fire-quenching effort. If you learn aught of value, pray inform me immediately. That is it. Well, we could begin by sifting through charred rubble and questioning random passersby. In my experience, every town has at least one individual who can be counted on to know things he or she should not. Oh, aye, the infamous Lord Amanathil. Amanalane de Forton. Lover of women and wine, though neither care for him that much. They say he could gossip for Ishgard. Such are just the sort of fellow I had in mind. Capital suggestion, Toffee. He'll be at the Cozier, most like, making an effort to be seen. Let's go and see him. Grizzled, I will accept, but old? Ingrid's not old. Is it because his hair's white? His eyes white? Like it's like a white blonde or something. Platinum blonde, I guess you would call it. Alright, we're to the Cozier. It's, there should be a 8th right shard. Get this there. It's close. There's a Meneline. Well, well, if it isn't Toffee, dearest of all my friends, you're looking rather glum. Something the matter, old girl? Ah, yes, the arsons. Dreadful business, that. And awfully curious, wouldn't you say? There doesn't seem to be any rhyme or reason to it all. Naturally, we've doubled the guard outside the manor, along with most of the other houses. Can't have the old pile going up in flames, after all. Oh, in case you're wondering why the Hopland is awash with refugees, the lower levels of the vault have been opened to those unfortunate souls who have lost their homes. Sir Amric's orders, from what I hear. Remarkable man. Not even a knife in the ribs can get him, or keep him from his duties. Actually, old girl, if you were thinking of questioning the refugees, I should be more than happy to accompany you to the Hopland. While you conduct your inquiries, I could offer words of comfort to the distressed and despondent young maidens. Oh God. A kindred soul with Thancred. Wait a moment, I know what that is. You're giving me the look, one of your looks, aren't you? You do me an injustice, old girl. I will have you know my heart yearns for but one rose, prickly though she may be. I sense you remain unconvinced. Very well. If you will help to prove the purity of my intentions, I shall gracefully rescind my offer. Now run along and catch those arsonists. That was not entirely what I hoped for. Whose idea was it to come here again? Never mind. For our next step, I suggest we divide our efforts. While you question the refugees in the Hopland, Toffee, I shall investigate the locations where the fires were set. Would you be so good to join me, Hilda? You know what? I reckon I would. Can't have you roaming about in an unfamiliar city by your lonesome, can we? You'd only be robbed blind and left shivering in your small clothes. Okay, so we have to go question some Ishgardians and the Hopland. We'll go to the last vigil and then go up. Peace. Ours was one of the first homes to be claimed, but I didn't see how the fire had begun. It was only when I heard our neighbors shouting that I looked outside and saw the flames. We barely escaped with our clothes on our backs. Were it not for the church's generosity, I don't know what we'd do. Come, my brothers and sisters, there is food and shelter enough for all in the basilica. Paloni's blessings be upon you, Father. I confess we were not sure if we should come. There are so many unbelievable tales these days about the Archbishop and Sir Emmerich and the Bravanians. Trust in your heart, brother, and pay no heed to the lies of the lesser men. They seek only to lead you astray. A what? You require succor as well, miss? If you're saying that we're lying about the Archbishop... So the Temple Knights have begun your investigation at last. Good. This madness has gone on far too long. Would that I could do something to aid you in your search, but I have a duty to these poor souls. Farewell, and may the Fury guide your steps. I don't know if I trust them. There was a man with a satchel. I saw him kneeling outside the window, and then there was smoke everywhere. It was so hot I couldn't breathe. I don't remember how I made it out. I suppose I must have climbed. Maybe my arm is getting better after all. Down there. You went the wrong way. I think I want to go down this way. Ah, there you are. Anything to share? We will require more than the muddled testimony of a traumatized girl if we are to identify the culprits. While you were questioning the refugees, we inspected the scenes of several of the fires, including one near St. Raymond's Cathedral and another near the Tribunal. For a mercy, neither structure suffered significant damage. Some might say they were spared by the grace of the Fury. Others might question how such ruthlessly efficient arsonists contrived to fail so miserably on the two occasions when their target was a bastion of Ishgardian orthodoxy. Nothing conclusive, of course, but it does give one cause to wonder. Alphino will doubtlessly have an opinion. Okay, to the broom. What is the closest thing? Okay, we're looking for Alphino. There he is. Oh, got a captive. Silence will avail you not, sir. Ah, Toffee, I was just about to summon you. As you can see, we have detained a suspect. We found this man loitering near the remains of one of the stricken buildings. According to eyewitnesses, he was also present before the fires broke. We wished to have words. He did not, so we insisted. Let me go, damn it. You've got the wrong man. My, but you reek of oil, and are those burns on your hands? An occupational hazard, I suppose. But tell me, does arson pay well? I am a victim, you imbecile. Look at me. Aye, that you are, after a fashion. You should know that your pious patron has already spun a delightful yarn about how his pet mongrel slipped the leash and set about burning half the city to the ground. Not very noble of him, I grant you, but then these high-born types rarely do show loyalty to their pets. In fact, he called you rabid and begged us to put you down. That's Bullock's. He's the one what told me to keep going. Even a sinner such as me could find salvation in the Fury's work, he said. I'd left it behind, tried to, with all my heart. Said my prayers every day like a good man, but he came to me. He came to me. And there you have it, Hilda. Would you be so kind as to escort our friend here to the congregation? Aye, so long as you don't mind if he's limping when he gets there. Hilda. That was incredible, Thancred. How did you know he would confess? Well, I had seen his like before, a troubled soul manipulated by men of power and wielded as a weapon. I could not be certain, of course, but given the stakes, I thought it worth the risk. And if our captive had called your bluff? Must we entertain hypotheticals? The world as it is vexing enough. Thank you, Thancred. Whether by luck or judgment, we have at last confirmed that these arsons were orchestrated by a person or persons of influence. I think it best that we now return to the congregation and discuss how best to proceed. Hello, Inesura. Okay. Yeah. We have to go to... Oh. Lucia. On behalf of the Holy See of Ishgard, I thank you all. The man you apprehended is being interrogated as we speak, though he fell silent upon realizing that we had not turned his master. He will soon tell us what he knows, one way or another. Pardon the intrusion, First Commander. Ah, Lord Artois, are you come to see your father? He is attending Sir Amric in his chambers at present. I am. He bid me bring his salve. Then do not let me detain you, and thank you for your kindness, my lord. In times of trouble, every man must do his part. Would that I could do more. My Lord Artois did not seem to be in the best of spirits. 'Tis little wonder, Master Alphino. His father is widely slandered, and his half-brother not yet cold in the grave. What is... I don't think I want either one of these. Bending is for... I think slaying is like melee DPS. Yeah, because the next ones have healing and casting accessories. So I'm going to take these to heal. Nice to have a medieval based setting. You can always casually toss in a torture for confession without issue. Yeah. The good old days. Okay, this is the last quest for 3.1.
I do not mean to diminish our accomplishments, but until we identify the ones who ordered the fires set, our work is far from finished.
Between the various conservative and religious factions in Ishgard, I dare say there's no shortage of parties who would like to see the status quo preserved. Do any likely suspects spring to mind?
Far too many to count.
Lord Commander, your wounds.
Are healing well. Thank you. Time is of the essence. Lest we forget, these men would sooner put their own city to the torch than see it change. When our enemies learn that we have apprehended their arsonist, there is no telling how they will react.
Lord Commander, an armed mob has seized control of the vault.
And now we know. Tell us what happened, sir. Spare no detail.
It's the priest again, isn't it?
We were directing refugees into the basilica, as you ordered, when all of a sudden, men brandishing weapons were all around us. It happened so fast, my lord. We had no time to respond.
They don't want to let go of their power.
They've taken the refugees hostage and barricaded themselves inside the vault.
Saw this happen.
And they sent you to deliver their demands.
I saw this coming.
They, the true brothers of the faith, demand that a conclave to select the next archbishop be held forthwith. Furthermore, they declare that you, Lord Commander, are guilty of patricide and high treason, and that you must surrender yourself at once to receive of the Fury's judgment.
Ugh. Religious people.
Ridiculous! I mean, do they honestly think that executing Sir Emmerich would change anything? That the truth will somehow die with him?
These fundamentalists rage against the passing of the old ways, unable to accept there can be no going back.
Given the fanciful nature of their demands, a peaceful resolution does not seem likely. If the hostages are to be rescued, it will be by force, I fear.
Agreed. Lucia, take a contingent of knights and establish a perimeter outside the entrance.
At once, Lord Commander.
Music means something's gonna happen.
We do not stop till nightfall.
What about breakfast?
Your people out in force throughout the broom.
We've had one, yes. What about second breakfast?
The family of the hostages may try to take matters into their own hands. I will not give these militants more targets. I shall lead the assault on the vault. Master Alphino, can I count on the support of the Scions?
Of course.
We are in your debt.
I shall join you as well, Lord Commander.
Your assistance is most welcome, Lord Atwarel. To arms, then, friends. Time is against us.
Yeah, I was saying his name wrong. I was saying it like Artois, but it's Artois. Rendezvous with Emmerich in the Pillars. Where is he exactly? Over here. So let's go to the Cozier and then go over this. Oh, it is ad break time on Twitch, so I will be right back. I'm going to stretch and then we'll continue on with this. This is the final quest for 3.1, and I'm thinking we might end there, but we will see how it goes. I'll be right back. Hey, we're back. Let's finish up 3.1. I want to go. Nope, here. Listen well, we will enter the Basilica silently via this gate. According to our last reports, there are at least 6 hostages being held within. The numbers and readiness of the true brothers of the faith are unknown. I am told one claimed to have served under Thordan VII. Might the same be true of the rest? Given the swiftness with which they seized control of the vault, I think it highly likely yes, which means that they may well possess the knowledge required to turn the building's defenses against us. Be it that as it may, we have no choice but to press on, Lord Atois. You are a brave man and true, and none would dare question your honor if you chose to risk your life in this endeavor. Are you certain you wish to join us? I am no stranger to the battlefield, Sir Emmerich. My arm will not falter, my shield will not break. Haloni as my witness, we will bring these fanatics to justice. Well said, my lord. Friends, follow me. Rendezvous Emmerich. We have to rescue 6 hostages. Okay, we got one. I guess we have to continue on this way. We must hurry. The others were taken somewhere by Sir Simonard. Sir Simonard? This is indeed the work of the Archbishop's former servants. On your guard. They've sounded the alarm. I will hold the entrance and look after this one. Now go! Go. Red. Secure the hostage, Toffee, and leave the others to us.
Down with you!
Oh, here. Hostage shot. Is it over? They took the others somewhere. It all happened so quickly. There they are. Let none escape.
You underestimate me.
Be back there. Sir Simonard, lay down your arms and release the hostages, and you will be shown mercy. I give you my word. The word of a heretic and a kinslayer. I would sooner trust a dragon. Activate the knights. We shall show the hostages the same mercy we showed the Archbishop. They look like chess pieces, like crazy looking chess pieces. Unlike you, Sir Amric, I am a man of honor. By my hand you shall receive of the furious judgment. So it is to be a trial then, Lord Patroyal. Toffee, leave us and save the hostages. I will deal with Sir Simonard. Okay, so I'm leaving. I'm not fighting with him. I have to find some more hostages. That's what I'm supposed to do? O Haloni, render us unto your judgment. Raise up the righteous and cast the... So we have to find some more... Come then, let us see... Okay, save a couple more hostages. Find some more hostages. Assuming it's this way. I think this is where I had problems. I remember this quest. I need to figure out. Oh, here we go. Am I clicking? I thought I was clicking. Okay. I see no others nearby. Copy. Sir Emmerich needs our help. We're missing a hostage.
This knight does not yield!
I'm trying to save you, Sir Emmerich. Don't die on me! Get out of the poop, Sir Emmerich. One day, I swear, you will... Okay. Heal thyself, Emmerich. Still looking for one more hostage. I'm guessing he's on the way. Okay, rest, heal. Fury be praised. Where are we going now? We must hurry. The priest took Maelid upstairs when he saw you kill his men. Have no fear, child. We shall save your friend.
Where is he? Where is he?
No, she's just a child. Well, she looks like a child. Maybe she's not a child.
Come no closer!
They're still being mean.
You have nowhere to run. Release the girl and surrender.
Surrender to whom? The blasphemer who throws wide the gates to our enemy? Who breaks bread with him and calls him brother? Ungodly swine!
Drinking the Kool-Aid, dude.
Die than surrender to you.
Is it godly to spill the blood of an innocent child? To burn the homes of your brothers? Tell me, priest, is that godly?
Do not speak to me of godliness, heathen! Your father's blood is on your hands, as is hers!
Oh, the girls? Don't do it! Oh! Someone's... Is it going to be a dragon that saves her? I have a feeling it's going to be a dragon that saves her. Oh, wait. Please tell me somebody saved her. Okay, she's still falling. Okay, okay. It's a dragon, right? Dragon's gonna save her. Please, somebody save her! Yep, there it comes. Here comes the dragon! Is Vinnof near, right?
What? But I...
Vidofnir!
Yeah, I knew it! Vidofnir! He saved you, child. Oh, why are you hiding? Okay, it's a big dragon, but still, he saved your life.
Well met, knight. Mayhap I chose an inopportune moment.
Is it a she? Maybe it's a she.
Not at all. Pray forgive us this most unworthy reception. We are honored to have you with us, and right glad of your aid.
Fortune delivered the child unto me. I had but to receive her.
Thank you for saving me.
Thou art welcome, child.
Look at these big teeth. It is kind of scary looking. But they still saved your life.
Never did I think to be indebted to so unexpected a savior. But full glad am I to be so.
Friend of Izel, warrior of warriors, I had hoped to meet with thee. I bear a message from my sire.
From Gracefelder?
Upon returning to our lands, Nidhogg's shade did sing unto his brood, and they for skies unknown did then take wing. This thou must know, for your fates are inextricably bound.
What of Estinian? Is he truly lost to us?
We have to save Estinian.
Such matters are beyond my ken. I but bear my father's words. Take from them what thou wilt. Fare you well, mortals.
So it is as they say then. A great white dragon swooped down from the heavens to rescue an innocent child.
A most unexpected turn of events, but not an unwelcome one. The people will not soon forget this day.
Yet how will they choose to remember it, Sir Emmerich? And will these events serve to bring man and dragon closer together, or drive a deeper wedge between brothers? After 1,000 years, the world these men once knew is changing, and with ungentle swiftness to boot. Though their actions are misguided, their sentiments are only to be expected. You may be sure that others will rally to their cause. I share your desire for a lasting peace with the Javanians, I do. But I would not see it built on the bones of our countrymen, nor on our own. I see much of Horsea following you, and I could not bear to mourn the passing of another son.
Lord Edmund.
This has been a day of surprises, has it not? 'Tis but a pity Vidnofnir could not stay longer. Yes, I think it's fair to say that she timed her departure rather less than well than her arrival. Well timed scarcely does it justice, but one moment later, and we would have been a moment too late. Let us pray that the Ishgardians, who yet harbored doubts that will take these events to heart and accept the truth of Sir Amric's words. Well, 'tis only meet that I inform Tataru of what has occurred here. If you have need of me, I shall be at Fortemps Manor. Allow me to accompany you. Tataru would never forgive me if I left for Rising Stones without saying goodbye. A moment, Toffee. I wish a word. Tell me, does Thancred seem quite well to you? He held his own in the vault. He's got on well enough with Hilda. I'm not sure how to put it into words, but... So you sense it too, a subtle change, imperceptible to most. I myself did not notice it at first, but upon closer examination, I saw that his etheric flow had been irreparably disrupted. As a result, I strongly suspect that he has the ability to manipulate ether has been compromised. Simply put, Thancred may no longer be able to wield magics. It would do much to explain why he chose to remain within the wilderness instead of seeking out Passau. He would have been compelled to rely solely on traditional methods of travel, significantly prolonging his journey, and when he learned that a nearby beast tribe was making preparations to summon a primal, he may well have seemed more sensible to wait. But this is still little more than speculation. Until I have proof, pray speak no word of it. Right then, I should be on my way. Trial may have charmed Master Matoya for now, but who can say how long it will last? Okay, we're talking anywhere. This dude. Oopsie.
That Vidofnir should chance to arrive even as the girl fell. Truly, I could not have planned it better myself.
Ah, good. We were afraid you might have left.
A shield, my lord?
Fit for a true knight. An expression of our gratitude to you and yours. Long overdue. But there is something else I would discuss ere you part. Something which cannot leave this room. My father will soon step down as head of our house. Sir Emmerich was not the only one to fall under suspicion following the death of the Archbishop. There are some who believe my father complicit in a coup d'etat. Thus he intends to renounce his title to absolve our house of suspicion and secure the support of our peers.
Surely there must be another way to convince houses Durandare and Zemail.
So I said to him. Alas, he will not budge. Ever since I was a child, I knew that I would one day succeed my father. The thought of it filled me with pride. Yet once I learned the day was at hand, my heart was filled with naught but dread. Our legacy is built upon the lies of our forefathers. In accepting this title, am I not perpetuating this injustice? Why should I become the next count?
A knight lives sister.
You sound just like him. I suspect that is what Horschiffon would have said. To aid those in need. When you look on that shield, I trust you will remember his words. And should I once more find my resolve wavering, I ask that you show me the way. You are a sister to Horschiffon. Will you be a sister to me as well?
You can be my brother?
Come, Manelaine. There's much to be done. For father, and for Sir Emmerich, and for Ishgard.
He doesn't look happy. It's like, more work. Ah.
To think we share the same blood. Pray excuse us.
Those were the days of promises and vows, of tentative first steps into an uncertain future. A future shaped by the choices we made, in ways we could never have foreseen. Born of good and evil, of light and darkness, and shepherded by our hand. Be it for weal, or be it for woe.
From the memoirs of Count Edmond de Ferton, Heavensward as Ghostlight. I didn't get to read it all. Okay, let's take
Throw more dots, more dots, more dots. Come on, more dots.
Ooh. This is like proof? The Gerun oracles? Apocrypha? It is the truth long forgotten, a tale of the beginning and of the path we have been set upon. Our fates were ordained long ago, Archon. The Garleans are no exception, nor the Triad. You know what must be done. Oh right, I forgot. Oriange's like possessed or something. Oh, was that Alizé? It's Alizé. What's going on here? Oh wait. It's Yida and Papa Polimo. Well, everyone has their orders. The mass will attack as soon as all units are in position. The Imperials won't know what hit them. I fear it will be bloody. By Ralgar, it better be. Why are we focused on her chest? Because we don't want to show her face. We already know it's Yida. We cannot stay here forever, Yida. We have other responsibilities. I know full well what my responsibilities are, and I mean to fulfill them, everyone. Okay, and that is the end of 3.1. Let's see what we got here. This lovely chest. We got a necklace, a bracelet, and okay. We're gonna end the stream here for the night. We'll be back tomorrow. I'm not sure exactly what time. At the very latest, it will be like 5-6 o'clock Eastern. But I might stream during the day. We'll see how I feel tomorrow. I meant to stream during the day today, and I did not have a good night's sleep, and I wasn't feeling great, so I didn't work out. So thanks for hanging out, and I will see you next time. Later. Bye.